Hey guys, gals, and legionnaires, Rycon here, and welcome back to another episode of Let's Roleplay Cataclysm Dark Days Ahead, Dusk's Tale. Now last episode we managed to go on a bit of a runabout in our tank, and I'm thinking we're not going to be doing any tanking this time, but we are going to be doing some exploration. We do, however, have a few things we need to do around home first. We have a few more things that I want to go ahead and plant, and last episode I was trying to make some bullets. We need copper to do that though, and the main source of copper we're going to be able to find is copper tubing, which we're mostly going to find in fridges and other such things. So that's where I'm going to be looking for it. Unfortunately, the copper wire is too small for us to use the forge to melt down, which I disagree with, but that's just the way it is now. So we'll work with how it is now, and we'll go from there. We are, however, going to grab the hoe. I don't think we need anything else right now. We have a number of seeds in here that we want to go ahead and plant, and we're just going to go outside and do that. It is raining outside though, so we're going to go and use our umbrella. We are tired, so we should go to sleep. I'm probably going to have us go to sleep just after we do this little bit of work here though. And I know some of you wanted me to investigate some of these because apparently they said they were ready for harvesting. However, I don't know. I mean, it says withered. We actually are getting some buckwheat from it, so maybe it kind of half is actually ready to be harvested, which I wasn't expecting that buckwheat to be ready. But I guess it actually is, huh? Good for starting fires. We'll take the withered plant for now. It looks like we are going to have to till the earth again. Let me just do this. This will be a little bit faster. We'll just go ahead and move that into our inventory. And we'll just do the same thing here. We'll just take everything. We are going to become over encumbered in just a moment though. But that buckwheat, that's going to be awesome. We can turn that into flour. Let's see, and it should just be good as it is for now. We are going to have to run back though. I actually wasn't anticipating us to have anything here, so I didn't bring anything with us. Although, do we have our folded engine crane on us? No, we don't. Damn, I should always have that. Oh well. I believe it must be in here. Maybe I just need to unfold it. Yes, this is it here, correct? Yeah. It sure is, but for the time being, we're just going to go ahead and drop these things up here. So where are we? Well, the withered plants we're going to drop in a different location, but the buckwheat, we'll go ahead and drop that, and the pounded eggs as well. Didn't realize we still had those on us. And we're dropping off the withered plants, okay. So we'll go ahead and grab this sucker, and we will drag it along with us. Close up shop for now. Make sure we're at least a little bit secure, and go outside and pick up some more buckwheat. We're going to have to get a few others planted. We're essentially going to be replanting these seeds right away, but we'll just grab everything we can, and then the rest we will end up just chucking into here if we need to. Okay, now what else down here do we have that's kind of ready? Blueberry? Holy shit, the blueberry is actually ready as well. I guess I'm just surprised. It doesn't look like it's ready. Usually it looks different graphically, so I guess that's my reason why. I guess there was still some on there. Maybe they've been good for a little while. I'm not 100% on that, but we did plant these a while back, so I guess that's why. If I want to jump into here, the blueberries we're going to have to try and do something about them. And we'll drop those in there. I want to get that tree spile in as well. How do you say that? Is it spile? I'm not 100% sure, but that's going to give us maple syrup eventually. So I'm going to want to try and find ourselves a maple tree and get that done. But for now, we're just going to go ahead and harvest. Okay, yep, we'll get those as well. What about these blueberries? They're done as well? Holy shit, wow. We're only getting 2 from here though, so I wonder if they do just need longer. Yeah, you know what, I'm going to leave the rest for a little bit, just as an experiment to see, because I feel like we should be getting more from them. So, while it's good that we've got these for now, I'm not going to be worried about them. Yeah, so we're gonna leave that as it is. Yeah. And we're going to go ahead and wield that. Actually, do we even need to wield the hoe? Maybe if we are wielding it, then we can just store an inventory. That is dirt. Okay, we can't do it that quick then. Okay. Okay. Oh, that's right. I remember now. Oh, damn it. We're going to have that center one done like that. Oh, well, that is what it is. But, yes, we're just going to go along like this. We're going to till the earth again as quickly as we can. We're probably going to get dead tired by doing this, but we'll just stick it out for a little longer. Okay, nearly there. Right, and we'll start getting things planted. And we're probably going to... Oh, it's too cold. Of course it's too bloody cold. Okay, well in that case we will just drop our seeds off for now. That's a lot of blueberry and a lot of buckwheat seeds. A lot of seeds. A lot of seeds. But I want to try and get that... yeah, I want to try and get that into a tree. So we're going to go around the back here. I'm a little nervous about that NPC and how close they are. We are going to go up this way. I'm going to see if I can spot ourselves a maple tree. Okay, so Rupert says, hey, I definitely want to talk to you. Okay, well Rupert will let you approach us. We are just wielding the hoe at the moment. We do have our gun ready though, so I think Dusk would just wait as this man approaches out of the forest. Okay. Oh God, I can't believe it happened. What's the matter? My mom. Okay, so I guess he's actually a little younger than I thought. So Rupert might be kind of more of a teenager. My mom, she was killed, but she just got back up. She's one of those things now. Can you put her out of her misery for me? We've done it before, so yes, we'll do it. Thank you. She would have wanted it this way. Okay. Any advice? Find a gun if you can. Make it quick. We'll see. We'll see. I'm guessing you're going to leave now, Rupert, yeah? Not yet. Bye. Okay, well, let's have a quick look at the missions here and make sure that is actually selected. And I think, yes, it is. So let's have a look on the map here and see where Zombie Mom is meant to be. Holy shit, she is right on the other side of town. Rupert, you came a long way. That's quite the journey through town, and it will be a very dangerous journey at that. I don't know if we're going to undertake that. He's going to be walking right into a horde as well by the looks of things. Watch yourself, buddy. I don't know if there is a time limit on this one. Not sure. There might be, but for now we will just walk on by. I don't think he was able to fully see Dusk. Okay, so this is just a young tree. This is an oak. Yep, okay, it does look like an oak. That's a pine. What do maple trees look like? I know I should probably know that. That's a blackjack oak. Alright. I'm just wondering what the difference... That's a hickory tree. Okay. Yeah, I'm just wondering what the difference is on here, visibly. Don't fall in any holes. And those are definitely marked as pines, correct? And there's a willow up there, I think. Yep. Okay, so... it's gonna look a little different. But I'm not 100%. And are those eggs we haven't actually... No, okay, we have been through those. Ideally, I'd like to find one that's actually close to home. That would be nice. But these, they're all kind of looking very much the same. There's another hickory tree, pine tree. It's one time where it's actually useful to use the mouse. I don't often use the mouse, but it's actually quite a quick way to just look and see. Much more accurate than it has been in the past. We might have to go a little deeper into the forest here. That's another hickory tree, right? Yep. Sure is. Blackjack oak. So the blackjack oak is slightly different. So there is actually a variation in their models. So I can kind of tell. I think once I see one, I will be able to spot it out from the rest. I think. And that's another blackjack, right? Yeah. What is it going to be? Same deal, right? Ah, there we go. Maple. Ah, there we go. Okay, so is that the closest? It is quite like a vibrant green. I think it is going to be the closest for us. Yeah, looks like it. Okay, we'll go down there, we'll say hello maple tree, and we will mark it on our map as well as best we can. So, what? I don't have the necessary item at hand. Yeah, I do. Please tell me I didn't leave it behind. Did I? No way. When did I drop that off? We had that in our damn inventory. No, come on. Oh, that's so frustrating. Okay, well, unfortunately, guys and gals, I have messed up and left that in the base somewhere. I believe we might have even dropped it out the front with the rest of the seeds, because I think we had it when we went outside. And you know what? The frustrating thing is we can't actually bring this back in through here. Although, in saying that, I can just transfer things from here. So we're going to quickly transfer these things inside. We cannot put items in there, apparently. Okay. Sure, why not? Oh, right. There we go. That's better. And we'll just move all out of there. Go ahead and fold this up. Grab it. Okay. Pardon me, my voice is a little out of whack. Dear, don't know why. Okay, move that all across. I swear we had other things in there as well. Yeah, we got 15 withered plants. How come we weren't seeing those before? Weird, but we are seeing them now, so that's okay. Alright, so we're transferring everything across. Apparently that's the square I'm standing on. Good. Yeah, okay. So that'll go on that square. Nearly there. Okay, correct. Moving, moving, moving. Alright, and we're going to be moving across to there. These blueberries. And the withered plants, we want to go up to there. Just move everything. Thank you. Alright, close up shop, and let's see, where would it be if I did drop it? Entrenching tool, grappling hook. It's called like tree sapper, right? Or tree something. I know of, it must be out, no, that's modern trapper. Okay, so it must be out the front, I say, and hope. So we'll see if that's the case. Let's eat some of those eggs as well. Actually, let's have a look real quick. Can I use percentage here to heat up an item? Let's see, upturn earth, wrap tighter, unfold, pull out. No, it doesn't look like we can. Okay, well that's okay, we'll just eat them as it is. I was thinking we might be able to use our integrated tool set to heat that up, but unfortunately we don't seem to be able to, so that's okay. Alright, we didn't want to come this far. Let's see, it isn't here either. What have I done with it? Or am I might just be blind. It's entirely possible that I'm just missing it completely. It's in tools, isn't it? And I was missing it. No, not missing it. This is very strange. Okay, so it must be up top. It must be with the rest of the equipment somehow. I think Dusk needs to sleep. I think I need to sleep as well, apparently, because I am forgetting where things are when I only saw them but a moment ago. There's a chance I could have accidentally put it in the fridge, so we'll do a search around here. That's the everything tab. Okay, so we're going to go filter, and we are going to start to search for tree. We'll try and spell that semi-correctly. Definitely had tree in the name, from memory. I am at a loss now. I really don't know. Unless tree isn't in the name, which that is entirely possible. I'm just trying to think where I've dropped things off. I did drop a few things off right before I started recording, but where are you? This is so frustrating because I've forgotten. I'm pretty sure I know what it was called. It was called tree, because we were talking about it. I didn't know how to say it. Yeah, I don't know where that could be. Because usually the things that we've dropped off are things that are going to be near the top, and I'm pretty sure I just dropped off a few things here. Nothing too crazy at all. Yep. I am very confused as to where that might be now. I have no idea. I actually have no idea. That's very, very unusual. Well, I guess it's gone. I guess it's gone. The only other thing that I did want to check out in here was to see if we had any other copper. We still have a little bit of space in our inventory, so we are going to do another little bit of a search around, just to see some of the kitchens that we've been through before, just to see if there is anything still in them. That is a dining room. That is not what we're after. It's been a while since I've been in some of these rooms, so I'm going to forget what some of them are. Most of them were dining rooms and bedrooms, but I know there were some kitchens tucked away as well, so obviously that's our garage. But here we go. Perfect. Okay, so we should actually have copper tubing. Perfect. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and deconstruct both of these here. Like so. Copper tubing and copper tubing. Perfect. Okay, that's really good for us. Anything in here? Any copper tubing? No, just scrap metal. Alright. Not copper pots, right? No, because it usually tells you if something is made from copper. It'll say like copper frying pan, copper pot, copper this, copper that. But that is not the case there. So, if we come into our little space here, we should now be able to make just some straight up copper from that. Actually, hang on. Right, we might have to disassemble that. So, let's go to the copper tubing, which is going to be under scrap. There we go, and D for disassemble. Okay, good, so we'll get 200 copper out of this. How long is it going to take? It's 119. It took a minute. That is freaking awesome. Okay, great. Well, I guess we're going to disassemble all of that. And we're going to get a decent amount of copper back out of this. So, yay us. That's precisely what I want to see. Okay, so we're just going to quickly go through as fast as we can with Dusk as she starts to melt these copper pipes down into ingots, something that we might actually be able to use. So she'll be using that little forge. Actually, I wonder if we... No, I think we're using our integrated toolset to do that. Our power is going down ever so slightly, so that's probably what's happening here. So she's probably just using that in her hand to melt the copper tubes down. So, nice. Good work. Now, why can't we heat up our food with that? I don't know. I feel like it should work like a heat plate. Heat pad. Yeah. Hot plate. That's what it's called. That's what I was trying to think of. Okay, so we have a whole heap of copper now. Let's go ahead and grab the oxidizer powder as well, but we'll take the rifle primer and the hand press and dice. I don't actually think we need to have that on us, but I will have the rifle primer on us for the time being. Now let's jump in and have a look. It was we still got them, the 308 casings? Yeah, okay, so it was 308 that we were trying to create. So if we jump through to ammunition, okay, rifle, there we go. Reloaded 308 Winchester. Nice. Okay, so we're making our own ammunition. It's taken a while to get here, but we are here. So let's see how many we can do. We can do a whole heap here. It looks like we're using silver, actually. We're using a mixture. At the start, we seem to be using silver, but then later on, I think the quantities are so large that we are using silver. So all that gold and silver that we picked up along the way is certainly useful. And wow, in terms of copper, we're going to have a lot of copper left over as well. So this is actually pretty good for us. Let's use the integrated tool set that we got, because essentially free powder, and we actually memorized how to do this, so that means that we can do this on the go now essentially, so that is pretty awesome for us. So we should have, okay, so that's only 20 rounds. So it does take a while. How long did that actually take? It actually didn't take too long for us to do that. Let's just go see if we can repeat that task at all. Okay, so what are we going to be missing? We are missing gunpowder and gold, I think. So let's go back and have a look at that once again. I'm going to go to rifle. So how many can we do? We can only do another 5 rounds. And it's unfortunate that, yeah, just to do one bullet takes 6 minutes. So it takes a while to do this with the tools that we have at the moment. I don't know if there's any way to increase the process here. So it's actually the gunpowder that we're running out of first. So gunpowder, and then it is silver and gold that we start to run out of. Yeah. Okay. So let's have a look at gunpowder then. See if we can make ourselves some gunpowder. Okay, let's see. Gunpowder. That's black gunpowder. What about just straight up gunpowder? So we need charcoal to be able to make black gunpowder. Okay. Looks like I can craft some things, but it might not actually be what we're after. I think we're after just straight up regular gunpowder. And that might be something that we don't know how to make yet. Regardless, we did get 20 rounds. It's not enough though, really. It's really not enough. Yeah, which is kind of unfortunate. We are going to go ahead and drop off the oxidizing powder, all of those. Hold on to the batteries for now. Yeah, that's a bit unfortunate. Oh well, nothing much I can do about that. 20 rounds is good. You know what, I think we're going to hold on to those rounds, and I think we're going to hold on to the M1A1, see if we can do some work on it. Sorry, M1, it's the M1A. Yeah, M1A1. No, M1A. And it actually has 6 rounds in it at the moment, so we will take it, and I can see if we can do some work on it. So we'll go ahead, we'll take this one here. Okay, let's go ahead and drop that hoe off. We don't need that for now. We shall wield the M1A. Let's see. Okay, out, really? Oh, it's because you can't have the reloaded variety. Okay, but how much can we fit in the chamber at any one time? Where are you going to tell me that? Magazine, M14 magazine. Okay, let's just unload it then, and let's inspect the magazine and see what we can do there. Capacity is 20 rounds. Okay, so we could fit the full 20 rounds. So let's go ahead and unload that then, and we will reload that with this. So go ahead, reload 20, so that's now full, and we will reload this. There we go. Okay. Now, if I want to make some modifications for this, what can we make? We can fit 4 accessories on, 1 barrel, 1 bore, 4 mechanisms, 1 muzzle, and 1 sight. Okay, so let's jump in and have a look and see what we can do when it comes to modifications for ranged weapons. So we've got to go to weapons, go across to mods here, and we'll see what we are able to do. Unfortunately, it doesn't seem we can do any sights yet. We don't have anything to put any kind of scope on there yet, or have the ability to do that. We don't have a huge amount of know-how when it comes to weaponry. Something that we do need to learn, and I think we just need the books more than anything. Yeah, like a lot of those, I don't see them helping much at all. Okay, so let's see. We want to start going through, and what we're looking for are things that can be used on rifles. And so this is an ergonomic replacement. Okay, improves handling and accuracy. Nice. Okay, so I think I'm okay with us making this. So we're going to make an ergonomic grip. Alright, done. And going across again. So we just need to go across, use our things here. Firearm waterproofing. We don't really need to fire it underneath the water. We've got a forward grip. Not as effective as a bipod, but usable in under all conditions. So the bipod, if we wanted to actually use a bipod with it, although they greatly improve handling and recoil, they're only usable on certain surfaces. Okay, and are slow to equip. I think we would want to have a bipod, because the idea is that I'm wanting to use this as a long-range rifle for us to try and take out turrets from a distance. Like if we run into turrets on the road, I want to be able to use this. So we're going to make a bipod for it as well. I don't think we'd want a adjustable... in saying that though, we don't have a stock yet, I think. So we'll go ahead and just use some scrap metal. Okay, made ourselves a bipod. Perfect. Okay, scrolling across here. Okay, so we've got the adjustable stock, we've got the folding stock. Improves both recoil and accuracy. And folding stock, I'm guessing, yeah, increases the time to wield the weapon. You unfold it over time. But I wonder how much it actually improves by, because the adjustable stock, oh right, it actually does tell us. Handling modifier +1. Folding stock does require more skill for us to make. And the required skills are marksmanship. Which one do I want to do? Adjustable stock or folding stock? Dispersion modifier minus 30. And that won't actually tell us what it is because it's not like active, I guess. I think we are going to go for adjustable stock, just because I can actually see what it is able to do. Okay, and let's go back again and see what else there is. I don't think there is too much else for us to be able to do here. Shoulder strap, I think we'd like a shoulder strap because then we can just wear it. That'd make it nice and easy. Shoulder strap, bam, done. Okay, now let's see what else. Makeshift bayonet, I don't think we're going to worry about a bayonet. Homemade suppressor though, that I could be on board with. Although the damage does get reduced by 5. I think eventually you would be able to make better ones, but right now we're not able to. So we need a gunsmith repair kit for a lot of those, it looks like. Recoil stock, 2 springs. Okay, now that is a lot better. We can make 2 springs easily enough, I'm pretty sure. Damn. Okay, so maybe I can take that other stock apart, the adjustable stock we just made, because it would be nice to get some of the resources back from that. So that's going to be under mods, adjustable stock. We can't disassemble you. Oh, that's a shoulder strap. Oh no, hang on. No, that's just saying we made the strap from memory. Okay. So let's see what it's going to take us to make springs. 3 hours, that's right. It takes a ridiculously long time to make that spring suit. Okay. Yeah, so springs. That would take us 6 hours just to make 2 springs. God damn, that is a lot of work. Well, I guess if we're making them by hand, yeah, I guess it would take that long. I'm trying to think what we have at the moment that we could disassemble to get those springs, but really, I think we're going to be able to live without it. I think we've got a stock. We'll work with what we've got, but we will see what the other things are there that we might be able to get. Rapid blowback. Yeah, increases noise and reduces accuracy though. Ported barrel. Okay. Auxiliary flamethrower. Yeah, don't know about that. Belt feed adapter. And a barrel laser sight. 2 high quality lenses though. The lenses have been hard to come by. If I can find some microscopes, well, I mean, obviously in labs, there'll be a lot of them. That's something that we probably want to end up going for. And then finally, iron sights. I think iron sights would be better than nothing, because right now we have nothing on that rifle. Yeah. But, gunsmith repair kit. Or firearm repair kit. If I were to try and make one of those, would I be able to? Nope. What about firearm repair kit? Yes, okay, but we need a hammer, a screwdriver, and a wrench. But it'd be possible for us to make it. Okay, well, I guess I'll just keep my eye out for them. Yeah, because we could make those tools, but they're out there. You know, they are out there. So let's go ahead and start attaching these onto our M1A. Nice, so we have a shoulder strap on there now. Let's go ahead and grab the adjustable stock. Okay, apparently not. Oh, that is what it is. What about the bipod? Doesn't have a slot for this. Really? Ergonomic grip? What the really? Did I completely... Barrel, bore, mechanism, and sights. Okay. Right, so nothing for grip. But then I thought they would have come under accessories. Right? Or are these not accessories? Location underbarrel. So it's an underbarrel modification, right. I see. Location grip. Okay. And location stock. Okay, so I can't modify those at all. Well, that's that's really unfortunate. Well, we have some modifications that we can use. You know what? I will just go and drop those down here for now. Why not? We'll have them in the future if we ever want to use them. I feel like I probably have a few other modifications here that we aren't going to be able to do much with either. Yeah. Well, that's unfortunate, but it is what it is. Just trying to see if there is anything else in here that I might be missing. I think that was the only ammunition we had for that. We've got a decent amount of NATO rounds. I need to learn up. Well, I need to learn a lot more about guns in this, because yeah, I mean my knowledge of firearms isn't super amazing. I know I've said that before. Would like to learn more about them. Like the SKS, that would be decent, but how much ammunition do we have for that? We've got a lot of 5.56. Because I'm pretty sure I've seen it elsewhere as well. So the question is, what weapons do we have that use 5.56? Now this was the really good rifle that I wanted to try and use, but we don't have any ammunition for that. It just uses that .300, which I've never heard of before. Yeah, never heard of that before. What does the Scar use? Scar uses 223 Remington. Okay. Now we'd probably be able to get a whole heap of different modifications on the Scar. I almost wonder if the Scar would be better for us to take, because we could modify a lot more. Let's grab the Scar for now, and we'll see what we can do to it, because we might actually be able to put some stuff on it from here. So let's go ahead and wield the Scar. Oh yeah, we've got even more for it. Okay. Well, good to know. Let's go ahead and just wear the rifle for now. Okay, so the Scar, we want to try and grab that other ammunition for it, because I did see that here. So let's just search for Rem. Okay, nice. Go ahead and take those 80 rounds. Okay, and we'll come on up here. So let's see, what can we do for you? Modifications, yeah. Mechanism, sights, stock, underbarrel, muzzle. Nice. Okay. Yeah. And grip. Okay, we can do pretty much everything. So I might just take the strap off the M1A1 for now. So let's have a look at that. Take off. How do I remove the modification again? I'm trying to remember. I do it all the time by accident. I think it's X. No. No. Oh, activate. That's it. There we go. We got there in the end. Okay, so if we go through to our mods, we should be able to go ahead and add those in here. Let's see. If I just do make that us there, make that here. I know it's been a lot of inventory management for this first part, but I promise we are going to be getting out there eventually. So we've got all of our magazines down here. I'm just trying to see if there is anything else. Oh, the Stanig drum. Yes, we will definitely take that as well. Okay, nice. Good. I don't think I'm missing anything else. We've got a lot of ammo belts there. Okay. We've got another Scar magazine. Scar H. Can I use it? Maybe. That's all our straight up ammunition here as well. That's showing up as green, the 5.56 rounds for us. Can we use those? I would imagine we'd be able to if it's showing up as green. I'm going to take them. Yeah. I'll take them for now as well. Okay, so we want to take the adjustable stock. Full. Of course it is. Okay. Well, let's drop that back there for now, because we don't need to have that on us, and we'll go ahead and take these. Bow sight we don't need. Shoulder strap we already have in our inventory, so we just want the ergonomic grip, and I think that's it. Yeah, we're back to guns. Okay. Alright, so yeah, okay, we can use all of that with that. It can use 5.56 as well. Good. Okay, that's a lot of ammunition. I think the Scar is going to be our number one. Okay, so shoulder strap, we're going to go ahead, activate, put that on there. And we're going to go for the adjustable stock. Chuck that on there. We're going to go for the bipod, activate. Requires at least 2 in rifles. Okay, so we will be able to put it on eventually, but we won't be able to put it on right away, unfortunately. Oh, and the same thing for the ergonomic grip. Actually, you know what? Let's just spend a little bit of time reading up on rifling. I'm sure that we have a book that we're going to be able to read that's going to improve our skill with rifles. So if we just have a look over here really quick, I'm just going to have a look through launchers, piercing, survival, rifles. Perfect. Okay, I didn't actually even select it. Grab that. We're tired, so we might actually get through to being dead tired here, but we are going to try and read this as best we can. Pushed on through, we got to level 1, okay, that's something. Let's just check on ourselves, make sure that we're okay, we're still alive, okay, that's good. Eat some more eggs, get ourselves full maybe if we can. Let's not go overboard though. Have something to drink, and we are actually at the halfway mark. I'm going to put a cut in here, and as soon as we get back, we're going to try and get more skill in rifling so that we can prepare that weapon all the more better. And I have returned, so let's see if we can continue to just push on for a little bit longer and see if we can learn this. Ah, damn it, we nearly got there. Oh, okay, I said no instead of yes. We got there in the end, but we are really, really tired now, so that was a mistake on my behalf. I guess Dusk just really wanted to finish reading that book, so we're going to go ahead, we're going to throw ourselves onto the bed here. She's feeling utterly exhausted, and she's going to go to sleep cradling that weapon tonight, hoping that it is going to keep her safe. And so far, this mansion has been pretty good to her. I mean, she does have her friends buried outside, which is not so nice, but really the mansion has kept her safe. She hasn't run into any, well, bad things while she's been here. It's definitely not like Mendelssohn's mansion. This is a lot better. So we are level 2 in rifling, so we should be able to go and put these on here. So bipod, yes, there we go. We successfully attach the bipod to the scar, and we'll get the ergonomic grip on there as well. So our scar is pretty well modded out. Okay, so let's have a look and see exactly how we're doing. So the damage is going to be around about 42. Effective recoil with the bipod, it's only 48. Okay, nice. I still don't 100% know what all of the numbers mean, but a maximum range of 36 is pretty good. I'm happy with that. I am. That's it's pretty decent. I don't think there's anything else that we can really do to it just yet. The barrel, etc. We could look at putting a homemade suppressor on there. I am afraid that that would knock back the power a little too much, but maybe, you know what, we can take it off if we feel like it isn't having enough impact. So I guess it's better to have than not to have. So let's go through, let's go back to weapons. We're going to go to mods again, and we're going to have a look at, let's see, homemade suppressor. 36 seconds for us to make. I imagine it won't last for too long. Yeah. So it's going to decrease our range as well, but you know what? I think it's going to be good for us to have. I'm going to put it out there, I'm going to say it's going to be good. So let's see, where are you? There we go, activate, and we'll attach you onto there. So let's just have a look now, see where we're at. 37, so it's dropped it down a bit. The maximum range is still the same, so I think we're looking pretty good. We've got a decent amount of ammunition in there at the moment. If we use a drum magazine, we've got even more, and we're going to be able to load it up with a whole heap of stuff. So really, it's pretty decent. It looks like it can fire both the 223 and the 5.56. So I'm happy with that, I really am. And we can learn some more from this book as well. It can take us up to level 3. And I almost wonder if we just want to spend a little bit of time reading that just to get ourselves to level 3. Doesn't seem to take us too long to do. I mean, yeah, we just we smashed through that. We are very thirsty though, so we're going to go ahead, make sure that we are nice and slaked before we even think about going outside. And if we are going to eat, let's go ahead and start to eat some of those, where are they? Blueberries. They're all hiding. So we're just going to eat them as they are. And it's probably going to take all of them to actually fill us up. And I probably should have done that before. We should have eaten them before we had drunk everything, because that was actually slaking us at the same time. Turned into a snake for a second, I apologize. Okay, so we're going to drop this off here because we can still learn some recipes from it. And actually, think about that. What can we learn? Firearm repair kit. Okay, so there's still a good few things in there that we'd be able to make. Okay, nice. We'll go ahead and drop that off. I am tempted to try out this rifle, so we're definitely going to use it on this little run that we're going to be doing. And this run is essentially an exploration run. I want to see if there's anything in here that we want to take with us. We've got a lot of dehydrated meat, obviously. Yeah, I wonder if I wanted to try and make some pemmican real quick. Let's just have a look. Pem. Okay, no, we need tallow or lard to be able to do that, and I don't think we can go ahead and make any lard because we don't have any fat on the go. No, we don't. Okay. It is what it is. Can't do anything about that right now. So, let's see. What can we make at the moment in terms of our food? We can make a meat pie. How long is that going to last? 3 days. So if we spend just under an hour to make 2 meat pies, I'd be pretty happy about that. Let's use the integrated tool set because we're going to recharge when we're on the go. Okay, so we've got some food with us now as well. We have the improvised folding crane. We have some blueberries. We've got a hot pie. How is our hydration pack? Let's go ahead and fill that up before we go. We will have a... No, we don't even need to have one. Fill container, and we will pour it straight into there. Okay, do we have anything else that we don't really need? Binoculars, welding goggles, that's all good. We will keep those. We'll keep these as well, just in case we need them. I'm almost tempted for us to leave the bow behind. But you know what? I think we're just going to leave it in the vehicle itself. I think that's probably going to be smarter, just in case we do want to change things up. We will be able to do that. I will leave the quiver in there as well, because there's no point in us having that on. We are tired, unfortunately. There's not too much we can do about that, but yeah. We'll drop the arrows in there as well. Nice. Okay, so we're kind of close to capacity. We do have a lot of ammunition on us, so what I might do is I'll just drop that underneath our seat here. So let's just go with that for now. Actually, you know what? We could probably drop them both in there and still be fine, because that's still a lot of shots. And looking at this, I can change firing modes, correct? Yes, we can. Semi-auto and auto. Perfect. Okay, great. Alright, well, let's get this thing open and decide where we are going to go. The vehicle has rolled into action. We still have that friend of ours over here, Rupert the Teen, and I wonder, Rupert the Teen, if we want to try and make our way around to the other side of town to see if we could help his mum out. But if we are to do that, we need to kind of go around this region here. I'm half tempted to go to the electronics store and this bookstore here. We've also got a pawn shop, but they are surrounded by craters, so something has crashed there. Crashed, it could have been a meteor, or more than likely it could have been a bomb, because bombs were falling, and I think perhaps it is time for Dusk to investigate that. So we are going to start heading out across the field here and attempting to do just that. So we're going to head pretty much straight across, and I think we're just going to try and travel in right angles at the moment. I'm going to be dodging stuff as we are driving. And let's see, how are we doing at the moment? We're okay. We're tired. If we get to being dead tired, we are just going to have to camp out. Speaking of that, though, I probably should have looked at bringing a tent, because we do have tents. So oversight on my behalf, that's okay, though. It looks like that coyote is going to try and be a hero. And you know what? Let's see what we can do about that. Let's jump off. Hang on, we'll wait till the vehicle stops. It's stopped moving, right? Yeah, it has. Okay, good. We've spotted the coyote. Yes, we have. Let's get out the vehicle. We're taking aim. So we're actually straight up. We're instantly full steady on this thing, although it takes far out. It takes a long time to aim, unfortunately. But holy crap. Yeah, okay. I like it. Let's make sure that we are actually picking up these casings. So I'm just going to come into here and go auto pickup manager. We're going to add, actually hang on, it's already there. Casing. We're just going to re-enable this. Although we need to be careful with that though, because if we're picking up casings during a fight, it can be quite bad. Are we going to get that? No, we're just going to pass on by. We did damage it, so there's not going to be too much meat on that. But we can see that it makes a pretty big impact. And that was just one shot, and that was enough to quite easily take that down. I think it's going to be safer for us to start moving. What I didn't have a look at was the sound. I didn't see how much sound it made, but we do have a horde that looks like it might have heard, potentially. So they are still hearing. We know that much. Alright, is that going to hurt us? No, but we did drive through the plant. Okay, alright, minefield. Okay, which way? It's up, it's above us at the moment. And dog, what are you doing, you fool? Why'd you do that? I ain't got no beef with you. We're both furry creatures. And that's right, I mean, Dusk has kept her fur. It's something that probably is going to stay around for a while. She's only, lightly furry. But it's nice that things have settled down a little bit. Don't worry, I did see that minefield. Yeah, it's nice that things have settled down for a change. And we do have something of a horde to the north of us that we should probably be wary of. We've got a whole heap of rabbits hanging out in this field as well. So let's see. Yeah, we're seeing a few hordes out and about. They might not be very big hordes, but I suppose we'll find out soon enough what they are comprised of. So we've approached the first kind of what looks to be like a meteor spot. Well, I say meteor, sorry, crater. It's just a crater, and I think they probably are from bombs more than anything. But we can see that, yeah, this town has been hit pretty hard. We can see a hazmat zombie, a firefighter zombie. I do want to try and see if we can kind of thread the needle between these two crash sites, and it looks like we can. But we do have a few friends that we'll need to deal with along the way. So let's just screech to a halt. And we'll see if we can try and take them out from afar. So obviously we're not super amazing at shooting something from back here. So our steadiness is 100%, but our confidence at this range is abysmal. So we know that we aren't going to get this shot at the moment. So the range is, we're at 16, so we're halfway through our range, and our confidence of getting this shot is still atrocious. See that sound though, even with the suppressor, that was still 465 noise, so it is still freaking noisy. Okay, so he's going to start coming for us now. We're steady as. I think what I'm going to need to do is just hold until we get... See, look at this, this is crazy. Okay, a grazing hit. Is that right? Like, so the range that I'm looking at the moment, the maximum range of this rifle is 36 before you can't hit shit. But we're in like 4 now, we're steady as, and our confidence of getting this is abysmal. At the very least, we're not having so much of a problem with recoil, and that's because of the bipod. We are, at the moment, Dusk is actually lying on the ground with the bipod out, trying her best to actually hit these things. And we are going to be taking shots from farther away because that's going to improve our rifling skill. But in saying that though, how much is it increasing by? Because our rifle is on 1. So, because sometimes it says, oh, you need to shoot from further away to learn or get better at, you know, with your skill. This is, yeah, we're going to have to change firing mode now because he is right in our face. Okay, so that's always an option when he gets close like that, but we are going for our ammunition that way though, unfortunately, and we will be drawing attention to ourselves as well. Okay, let's see, what do you have on you? Anything? You got a Halligan bar, which is it's pretty decent, but we have a lot of stuff that can kind of do what that does. Although, in saying that, I'm just going to go and chuck it underneath the seat, just so if we ever do need to use a manhole in a hurry, we have a Halligan bar right and ready to go. What about you? No, nothing too useful. We are going to butcher them though, and I'm having just I'm keeping an eye on the mini-map at the moment just to see. Stop butchering. No. Okay, so corrosive zombie to the west. My favorite thing in the universe. The corrosive zombie. I just love them to death. And I say I love them to death because usually I die when I fight them. But now we are going to attempt to see if we can shoot this thing down. What I'm going to have to do though here is I'm going to have to not try and kill him while he's on this rubble. Because you can't get to them once they fall through the rubble. But he can also fire things at me. Oh god, I forgot to turn it. God damn it. That's a big mistake. Well, let's just go load in the drum magazine for now. Okay. We still had automatic on. Okay, so we might as well wait until he gets a lot closer. So he's already firing stuff at us, and we have no chance in hell in actually hitting him. So we fire once, not a chance in hell. We fire again, we manage to hit him, but acid sprays out behind. Not a bad hit. Okay, that's a little better. Okay, so once we kind of get into this range here, we're pretty likely to kill the thing, but I don't like at the moment. Well, I guess the thing is, like, we aren't using a proper sight, so maybe that's why. Maybe if I can get a scope on this thing, we'll be a little bit better. But that's still a big maybe. That's an unknown, and taking the time to make a scope, I want to know for certain that it is going to make a difference. And I hope that it does, because I know there have been changes at the moment to ranged stuff, and I know that not everyone has been super happy about it, so yeah. I hope this isn't a kind of knock-on of that. So, let's see, if we're going to go ahead and reload, I want to try and reload this magazine here. Where is that ammunition at the moment? Okay, we reloaded it. Nice. Good, 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 good. Okay, we'll just stay with the 44 at the moment that we have in there. I think that's a pretty decent amount. And we were seeing a zombie dog before, but I think what I'm going to do is just start moving in. Actually, you know what? We should grab that wrapped radiation badge, because we might actually be dealing with radiation here, and I don't know. So, we'll know if this changes. So we're going to go ahead and unwrap that. Okay. So what we need to do is just occasionally we need to check on that radiation badge. So where did that go when I did that? Radiation badge. Okay. Activate. Okay, I just want to look at it. Color changed around. Okay. Wear it on your lapel so you can notice the changes. Okay, let's go ahead and wear it. Put on the radiation badge. So we should be able to see the changes as they happen. Okay, so it's green at the moment, so that's okay. If that starts changing, if it gets to black, that means we've had like a lethal dose. So we'll know if it starts changing color that we are in an area that is heavily irradiated. So we do have that shade zombie and a tough zombie down there that we probably are going to have to deal with. Although they seem to just be kind of dicking around for now. The tough zombie has seen us, so let's just eat some of our pie while he's moving about there. And you know what? We're actually going to go down there because we can take advantage of him being slow on that for a little while. But we are probably just going to wait until he gets close because I don't want to waste the bullets right now. We're in semi-auto mode. Okay, that's good. We hear a bang. We completely missed him. Okay, nice. Good hit. Another good hit. I'm actually just going to wait and allow him to step off the rubble here and then kill him. Kill him dead. Let's go ahead and pick those up. Zoom in a little bit here. And let's see what you got. No, I don't want to do that. Oh, it's just the corpse. Oh, right. Hey, Shade Zombie. I like that it didn't tell us that you were approaching. Okay, alright. Let's line up. Yeah, I think I won't take a shot until it gets like halfway like that. Let's let him step off. There we go. Okay, alright. It's working out. Dusk is starting to get the hang of this rifle. Slowly but surely. We're going to go ahead and take that meat and quickly run it back to our vehicle. So that suppressor, while making this slightly quieter, isn't really helping that much. And actually, you know what? I wonder if it was a one-time thing. So let's have a look. Homemade suppressor is on the muzzle. So we still have it, but it's really not doing that much for us, is it? But I guess it is homemade, so it's not going to be amazing. Still, I'm semi-surprised by that. Alright, so we're heading in. I didn't see anything about our badge changing color. Still green? Yep, the film strip is still green. That's good. Good, good, good. Okay, let's see if this library has anything going for us. Oh, actually, bookstore, rather. No. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. And a coffee maker, that's what it is. I was wondering what that was. There was some down the back there. No. Nothing for us. If we haven't read it, it's going to be read. So we're always looking out for the things that are read. And saying that though, there is a roadmap here, and that we will read. So we're going to go to the roadmap. Let's go ahead and activate. And there we go. So that's added some more roads and points of interest to our map. We can see how far this road goes, and it's pretty amazing. I think we did look at this last time. But this is going to add roads that are even further out. So we can kind of see some of those. And there's actually an evacuation shelter that's mapped on that one there. Although we are only seeing parts of those roads, they will connect in other places. Yeah. A character, I know I've talked about this before, but a character that I've always wanted to do is a character that just has the goal of like traveling east or west or north or south, whichever direction you choose, but like, you know, never staying in one place more than one night. Just like collecting things, just being a nomad, living on the road and just traveling just in that one direction as far as you can. Like maybe trying to find the coast, but obviously you're never going to get there. You'll keep on traveling forever. Or five ever in this case. I am tempted to try and take these solar panels off the car. That sunlight is also irritating our skin. So this is an electronics store apparently, and we do have some noise outside. Is there anything here that I want to take? Solder, processor board, RAM. Really isn't anything amazing here. I'm tempted to have a look at the pawn shop though, because that can have some good things for us. So we've spotted a hazmat zombie to the north. It might be quite far to the north because I can't actually see it on the mini-map. So let's just ease our way around here. See if we have anything around the corner. Okay, yeah, we've got a few. And they look like they are just on this side. Yep, so the zombie dog is probably going to be the first thing that reaches us. So we'll just play it cool. Wait till the zombie dog gets a little bit closer. We'll actually start aiming now. The zombie dog is going to be a little harder to hit. And you see, it actually got lightly injured then because it cut itself while it was clambering over all the stuff here. And wow, we just do not have a shot at all here. But luckily enough, we do there. Let's see, can we smash? Okay, we can actually smash it through there, so that's something at least. We have a zombie cop, and we also have a technician and a grappler apparently out here somewhere. So let's take a few shots at the zombie cop as he's coming over once we get to around about 50%. Oh, alarm. Great, perfect. That means we're going to have a whole heap of fun coming our way. Wait again. Okay, we missed quite badly. Ignore. Nice. Okay. Nice. Well, that wasn't a great hit. So let's try and get some steadiness back. We are dealing with some recoil there, but there we go. Alright. Yeah, so we're not gonna earn anything from that. So that grappler zombie is coming across. There is a chance that he could pull us onto the I guess you could call it rubble here. We don't want that, so we will make sure that we take our time. Ignore the noises. Come on. That zombie technician, though, he can actually pull this right out of our hands, so we need to be careful of that. In saying that, though, we should be able to pull it back with our bionic if we do this right. So, we'll see. Come on. I guess we really didn't have much of a chance there. There we go. Alright, so we're drawing some attention here. We most certainly are. And I think his range on that is probably going to be a lot better than... Oh, wow. Okay, we actually hit him. Let's roll the dice here. How many shots do we have left in here? 20. Could be better, right? Could be better. We might have to leg it out of here because there's a lot of noise coming in here. I really don't care about the noises. Just let me keep aiming. Okay. Yeah, see, he can take that gun from us. I'm a little nervous about that. So let's just back up. Alright, so it looks like he got stuck on there a little bit. But he is coming for us. Okay, let's change our direction here. We have a little bit more of a chance to hit him. Not a great chance. Like, see, there we go. We missed that shot. We don't want to draw anything. Oh, because he pulled it from us. Great. Okay, now let's go see if we can activate ours. So if we go through to this here electromagnetic unit. Okay, we activated it. Now what? Let's have a look. Embedded in your hands is a powerful electromagnet allowing you to pull items made of iron over short distances. Okay, so how then will I use that? Because I'm guessing it has it in its inventory now, right? Is that the case? Maybe. But anyway, this is where we kind of excel, is in hand-to-hand combat anyway. So we sink our fangs in and start tearing at them. And we'll make sure that we kill this zombie technician dead so that we can get our rifle back. Okay, and we'll go ahead and grab it back right away. Go ahead and wield that sucker as the hazmat zombie begins to approach us. We will hold our aim and then kill him as he gets close. Alright, Dusk, well done. I guess it really isn't the worst case scenario if we do have it taken from us. Alright, we're going to go ahead and butcher them. That pawn shop we're not going to worry about. It's... yeah, it's not worth it. Let's have those blueberries because they are going to go bad first. And I think we're going to have to... Oh no, we can... I actually cleared out all the tainted flesh before, so we're okay. Oh, hello. Internal chrono... No. I'll take the power storage CBM. Actually, you know what? We're not even going to worry about that. I will pass it on by. Just because I don't think we're going to be installing any CBMs for a little while. At the moment, just with how the painkillers are working on those. But there's no reason for us to install anything else right now, anyway. I really want to see, I think I was actually talking about it after the town hall, was that I would like to see like local anesthetic or something like that, because at the moment there's been this new change where you have to use painkillers to be able to install CBMs, and I agree, like, it would make sense that you need to have some kind of painkillers because the pain of cutting into yourself is going to be obviously overwhelming, but I think the idea of dumbing yourself down with painkillers is almost counterintuitive, because doing a surgery while you're feeling drunk and almost drugged is going to be worse for you than feeling that pain of you digging in there. The pain might actually, keep you awake, but also it can throw you into shock. But I think what we need for CBMs, if we are going to go in the direction where we need to have some kind of medicine or some kind of medical aid to be able to install them, I think we need to have anesthetic in the game, or some way to just, numb one whole area where you're installing it. And you don't have to specifically target an area. It'll probably just be called, like, local anesthetic, and you will apply that however you apply it. I'm not a doctor. I don't know enough, but I think that that's probably a little bit better than just dosing up on painkillers, because at the moment a lot of people are just dying from overdosing on painkillers in games. So yeah, there's been a bit of backlash. It took me a little bit to get that out, but yeah, there we go. But guys and gals, I think this is actually where we're going to be wrapping up today's episode. I don't think we're going to worry about going into the pawn shop. I am going to mark those two as explored, but we are going to be trying to make our way up around the town. I think come next episode we are going to try and see if we can quickly nip in and assassinate this poor fellow's mother. I say assassinate, but we're really, freeing her. But what we are looking for are sewage samples. We want to try and find a sewage treatment plant. That's where we're going to get sewage samples from, and it's something that we're going to need more of in the future. So I think trying to find that sewage treatment plant is going to be worth it. I don't think we're going to find anything down this road for a while, so I don't know if we'll be traveling all the way down that, but we will be exploring the outer edges of the town, because that's the kind of area where you might end up finding them. If we find nothing that way, we might have to try elsewhere. We'll see, but I think we do have a bit of a road trip in order, but that is going to be in the next episode. Thank you all for joining me. I have been Rycon. You have all been awesome. Dust did pretty good with that rifle today. So until next time, stay tuned.